Peace, family. I'm back after a nice little turn of events and cycles. I hope all of you are doing well. How are you healing? How are you healing? Should be feeling a little bit more yourself, your identity coming through a little bit. So, family, I'm going to just kind of share with y'all some of the information and knowledge that I've been receiving maybe over the last week or so in regards to accepting, allowing, and being your most authentic self. And I know we've started this whole situation. We're still on the same thing, y'all. Yin and the yang. Booyah. Okay? We're still in the same room. However, what I'm finding, and I gotta get something here in a minute, but what I'm finding, y'all, is that the feminine really wants to come out and be hanging out, okay? Really. So I've been looking at what is it that would cause that, and y'all, I'm playing with the cards, so stay with me, because as I study my cards, what I'm finding is that these images are now coming up in my mind, okay? So I'm going to just pull the cards as I see Spirit tell me to pull them, but we're still in the yin and the yang. We're still running the temple, right? We're still trying to figure the balance between the masculine and the feminine in one body, in one embodiment, and what does that do, and what does that look like? So I'm hoping that you have grabbed hold of a lot more of who you are, getting better understandings as to what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. Staying in the lab, y'all, experimenting with, those emotions that you may not have allowed yourself to tap into in the past, but now in this particular environment, under these circumstances, you feel that urge to go ahead and pull through and say, hey, let me sit down a little bit more, or let me take that little bit of extra self-care that I maybe wasn't doing before and see what that feels like. So I'm proud of y'all for doing all of that. I got so much stuff. Of course it would be at the bottom of the deck, right? So here we go with the yin and yang. We're still working in this realm, right? Because I think what we're talking about now is a constant, reminder, if you will. There's my temple. There we go. That the temple, or the mind, if you will, all is there. That's the first principle. I mean, we talk about so many different things, guys. So, in keeping with that same ideology, we talk about behaviors, and we talk about what's going on inside of your temple, what's going on inside of your mind, what's resonating inside of your body, right? That will cause you to be outside of the balance that you need to be in. My apologies, y'all. I'm not about to let it happen. So we're here, and so what I've learned is there has to be an equal balance, okay? And we see that here in the yin and the yang. Take it where you are. Just know and understand that all of us have. This is who we all are, okay? This is the start. And so because of that, what happens now in this phase of what we're doing in this season, we're talking about being the medicine woman, y'all. You are a channel for divine healing power, okay? So keep that in mind as we go forward, as well as Aphrodite, the inner goddess, is now bringing forth her greatness, and we just gonna roll with that, okay? So now that we are here, okay, I don't know what it is that we need to clarify. I only congratulate you all for the work that you've done. Oh, let's go here. I will say, when we clarify, I'm going to pull another deck this point of a few cards that when I was playing with them earlier, what came out. Ooh, that's nice. I didn't see that. Okay. So in this last cycle, what it seems is though there was some type of battle with the way I get it is the battle with the swords, right? So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords were at odds, which would be your yin and your yang, right? Just expressed out of a different space. And I say that because in the event that you all understand what the observer or who the observer is, then you understand the totality of all things. If not, my information is below. You can try to catch up with some of my my information that I have coming out. We can have a chit chat. I can explain these things to you. But that was the battle that we were rolling with. Thank you for coming in, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the family. I hope you stay for a little while and get you some. So, dang it, we started with the Queen and the King, right? They're having this whole argument, and they need to resolve their issues. I don't understand the reason why it had to happen, and and sometimes the reason doesn't necessarily have to be clear, but what I know is that after that we have the Queen of Pentacles. As a result of whatever this battle was, the Queen of Pentacles is like, okay, we just gonna do the work. Okay, now here's what's interesting to me now that I look at her. And I'm looking at her with y'all, and the way that I go through these cards is a study guide. So meet me over in the Sacred Womb Healer class that I have going on. If you want to sign up, send an email to cuspofmagic22@gmail.com, cuspofmagic with a K @gmail.com, and in the comments or in the subject line, put Sacred Womb Healer. Sign up if you'd like to join. But we meditate on this, and now that I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't look like she's out of love. Not to me. She looks like she's steady. She looks like she understands what she's wants. She's looking forward. She has her eye on the prize. She is protected. She is the goat. You see that goat over there? Okay? And so as a result of the last battle that occurred, this is who is now the quote-unquote archetype that is coming through, and we'll learn a little bit more about archetypes as well as we go. So she came through, so we're gonna pull that through. Now the Hangman for me is like looking at things in a new and different way. This is a lot of contemplation, and y'all, my music is gonna keep going over and over again, so that's a part of my meditation space. Again, if you want to know more information about that, Sacred Womb Healer, the class is over there. We can go over that information with you. So the Hangman I see in the way of like saying, well, you're looking at things differently now. The Queen has to look at things differently in order to see through what it was that she did not manifest last cycle, right? So the Queen is over here. She's doing her thing. She's like, I'm looking forward. How do I look at things differently? Okay. From there, we've got, oh goodness, how did that roll? Okay, it was here. Okay, so the universe is how the Queen of Pentacles needs to look at this situation. Okay, everything is all encompassing here. There's nothing missing, there's nothing lacking, there's nothing broken. So anytime you come into a space where you feel yourself that you're inadequate or something, this is not the direction you need to be looking at. Look up, look out, look around, reassess, step back, and realize that we are here, not in a place of lack. So this is going to take a little bit more concentration, a little bit more focus as you're going into your meditations, as you're going through your days, to make sure that when you're walking through this next piece of cycle that you're learning, whatever it is universe wants to give you, that you keep your eye focused on unlimited abundance. You know who came through with that unlimited abundance? It's the Empress. And I meant to tell you back when I was talking about the Observer, my apologies, y'all. Thank you for bringing it back to my remembrance again. That when you are in the Observer position, you are either you are embodying the highest archetype that's available, in my opinion, for right now. Akashic Records reserved to be able to experience the highest level of who your highest self is here on the earth. If you're going, identify with a title at all, we should be identifying with the emperor and the empress, because the kingdoms that we have, or the inheritance that we receive from the kingdoms that are available to us in this realm, y'all know who y'all are, is the empire. It's the empire, right? So the empire has an emperor and an empress to run that thing. And how they run it, if we're going to go through a tarot role, it's the royals, right? The emperor and the empress is the highest available. Then it's the royals, and then it's the loved ones, which are, your behaviors and all that you'll learn over the Sacred Womb Healer. Email me if you if you're interested in joining that. Now, looking at this here, coming back to the universe, the Empress goes ahead and accepts this. Through the Queen of Pentacles, she accepts that yes, we're in the universe, and what shows up here is the Ace of Pentacles as well. And this is just as I'm playing with the cards, y'all, and we'll get to that. But now we're talking about all kinds of ideas are coming through, using the connection that you have to source to be able to really funnel and push through these ideas, these concepts, these changes, these principles, these laws that universe wants to bring in at this time. Remember, sacred, you're a channel, okay? Straight up channel. You want to call it a medium, you want to call it a psychic, you want to call it whatever, a conduit, you want to call it whatever, channel for divine healing, okay? And what are we releasing right now? Who wants to express themselves in this time? Is Aphrodite, okay? Aphrodite, okay? And Aphrodite says, awaken the goddess from within. There's ways that we could do this. Dancing, self-care, and appreciation of your divinity are a couple of ways that we could, put this in the lab and start trying it out to see. When I dance, do I feel the inner goddess energy rising up in me? Do I have, how is the energy expressing itself? Through self-care, through appreciation of your divinity, okay? All right? So now we have all of this working, and you got yourself journeying through, and you hit the Ace of Pentacles, which is now your ideas in the realm of material things, your wealth, your money, how to even negotiate, who to negotiate with, discernment on what's going on in that 3D realm, right? And those are those other queens out there. You got your Queen of Swords, you got your Queen of Wands, and you got your Queen of Cups, right? But this is who is here, okay? So, advice. Take strength with you. This should be showing up as you go through, okay? You'll need strength because you're going to take the leap, right? You're going to take that leap. And with that leap, you're doing it as a princess, which means that you're still new at it. Mistakes are going to be made. Give yourself an allowance. Take into account when you're going through your experiments and so forth, the sliding scales that may happen as a result of you coming through as a princess instead of maybe the queen. So understand, it's all good, right? Because you have the sort of truth that goes with you, and I equate those two together. So I know that kind of cut it up a little bit real quick and real easy. They wanted me to go ahead and get that out, but this is where we are, okay? I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you guys, to channel divine healing for you guys, and to have the opportunity to move forward. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you. So in the Sacred Womb Healer class, we're going to be going over a lot of stuff, and basically, to kind of sum it up for you, it's going to be me sharing my experiences as it relates to meditation, music, religion, every aspect of the life, behaviors, habits, intentions, focuses, all kinds of, different modalities or different tools that I have picked up along my journey. I'm only going to show them to you as an opportunity for you to recognize what it is in you that makes you who you are, okay? And I just appreciate being a part of that process to help you, close the gap in on what it is that you want in your life, or those places in your life that are just not kind of pulling together to kind of give you some insight or another example. So the Sacred Womb Healer class is going to be very intense. There are going to be requirements. You will have ins and outs and so forth. And so that being said, if you'd like to join me, email me. Okay? Now that we see what we got going on, okay, what I'm hearing, thank you guys for that small little commercial. What we have here is there's two more pieces that Spirit wants me to come through with, and and I'm coming. Also, we're going to be going through the tarot. Right now I am studying in on the wands. Seasonally speaking, we'll go into all of that too. Oh shoot, y'all, I'm making it hard. But yeah, this is another deck that I work with, which is another tarot deck. Just to kind of keep getting myself intimate with the cards and understanding how they relate to my life and how I can be of service. So that's a part of the Sacred Womb Healing as well. And it's not all the way put together, y'all, so I apologize for, however, this is where I get with, okay? And so everybody who is attracted to or who is a part of my family or whatever the case may be, you already have these understandings when you come to me. Therefore, this conversation is not foreign to you. And if that's the case, like the video, comment below how we relate. If it's something that you feel like you need to come a little closer to and be a part of a group where we are like-minded individuals looking for the same things out of life, which is to be your most authentic self, come on over. I'm getting surrender out of here. So I've got my surrender deck, and there's one more deck that I wanted to, I've been, I gotta pull out here. So playing with the cards again, and I'm so glad that you have direction, right? Because it might have been a little quiet for y'all over these last couple of weeks. I don't know what y'all did. I know what I did. So just understand your intuition is the most important. Look, surrender to prayer. And that's all I feel right now. I don't feel drawn to shape this deck anymore. Excuse me, y'all. I don't feel nothing other than surrender to prayer. Okay? There's power in prayer, y'all. And we can, dive into that if you feel it's necessary, either on a personal level. If you're not coming to me on a personal level because, I don't resonate with you, and you still have some confusions or clouds about what it is that you need to do going forward, pray and ask your spirit to bring the person to you that you need to hear it from, because clearly you're not listening to yourself. I mean, and that's all, all power to me, because I wasn't listening either until I got myself right. So in that being said, surrender to prayer says give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive, okay? We talk about how seeing these symbols and reading these words and believing them and focusing on them come to a point where you can say things like I know and I will, past your belief system. Because it's one thing to believe, y'all, it's another thing to know, and it's another thing to see that thing come to pass, okay? All right, so we're going to surrender to prayer. Pull that in. All y'all surrendering to prayer in the comments. Go ahead and show yourself. Let me know that's what you're doing. And we're going to see what manifestations come about as a result of you focusing yourself and allowing yourself to be in that prayer mode. Listen, I tell y'all, I like this song because one of the major pieces of the lesson that I just came through, or the realization, I don't know if these are lessons anymore, more so than they're informational purposes. Now you get information in different kind of ways, and so to make it a little bit easy to understand, we all are here. Our primary way of information is through experience, okay, from me or all of those who have who are in the family in this particular group, because other people have their other positions and their other jobs, right? So let me regroup. So angels watching over me was the last message. And if y'all want to listen to this song, this is Richard Smallwood. I come from the church. Okay? No, that's just what it is. Am I connected to it? Do I subscribe to it? Not so much. Music was banging, and some of those songs, based on the chords and the sounds, you can't get away from the fact that there's something bigger, something wider, something stronger that is summoning that type of experience. And so I say it that way because one side, I love music. Music is the only religion that I know that penetrates all beings. Sound, music, sound, it don't care. You don't have a choice. Even in the event that you cannot hear with your physical ears that have been manifested through the flesh, you will still feel the vibration of that song. And so that's what I look to, and I know that I've been desperately trying to figure out, hey y'all, what the heck is going on? Yeah, I know y'all want me to be here, do this, and and so on and so forth, but y'all gotta make this thing easy. Come on, pull it together so it's real, right? And it comes through as angels watching over me. You have a team of people, y'all. This is not about scary. And I know that we have been taught that, and I believe that may have been teaching in an effort to cause you guys not to be who you really are. And this is my sacred geometry deck, so y'all, this is what's coming up. All right. So this education that we've had, and I just split it, and I'm just shuffling. The experiences that we've had from an informational purposes did not want us to be who we really are, right? And so that being said, those places that were created as a result of fear have to now be transformed into favor, faith, whatever, positive, from negative to positive experiences. So the way in which I do that is through meditation. And if you want to know, come on over. Sacred Womb Healer class. It's all about the mind. That's all we're working with, is your temple. We're working with your temple. We're working with your masculine energy. And we're working with your feminine energy. We all have it in us. We all have denied a part of it. And there's absolutely no way that we're going to experience wholeness, y'all, if we out here denying parts of ourselves. Okay? So, wholeness is the goal. Wholeness is the key. You got so much stuff coming through here, y'all. So the way this particular deck works is it's a sacred geometric symbol frame form, right? And so as you look at that, and my lighting, y'all, I'm getting better. If you look at it and we get it closer and closer and closer to you as you relax your eyes, you can see that there should be different parts of that image that are showing forth. It's an activation. It goes directly into sacred geometry images, symbols. They bypass everything directly into your DNA, okay? So if universal love is trying to be triggered, that's what we talk about when we say triggered. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So this is what we're trying to get in. This is where we're at, y'all. It's showing up, and we need to allow it. Okay? And it says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. Okay? We're going to say it again. Frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So you got promises, you know what I'm saying? This is not, I'm gonna do the whole sacrifice. No, this is just, I choose light, I choose love, I choose this instead of that. Okay, this not that. You see? And it's good because it's coming through right here. It's here. Y'all see it? We got angels watching over us. We talk about it all the time. Huh? We want to get into our little, let's see what angels these are. We call them angels, right? But what did they call them back in the day? Aphrodite, Ixchel, right? We talking about Isis. We talking about Christ consciousness. People talk about Christ consciousness all the time, do they not? Yes. Archangel Michael, look. I'm right here at the top of the deck. Archangel Shamuel, that talks about the what? Sacral chakra. So we know we're talking about energy. We're not going to play these games, right? We're not going to play these games. Why? Because those games caused us, and I'm telling y'all, I'm just playing with the deck, okay? I'm just playing around here. Those kind of games cause us to have financial constraints. They don't allow us to be close to the world and see the world for what it really is. And they block up our motherfucking third eye. Okay? I cuss. Sorry, y'all. I love y'all. We need that extra added emphasis, and you'll learn. Me being a Cancer, with my sun is Cancer, my freaking moon is Capricorn, and my rising is Gemini. Okay? So we're not doing this. Is Archangel Metatron, your third eye. This is not what we're doing. This is your key, and we're gonna talk about that too, because that is your key. Okay? To this, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm not playing, okay? I'm just pulling them off the top of the deck. I'm not looking at this. All right? This is as a matter of saying, hey, I love y'all. Cornucopia. We are here now, number 11, to experience what the frick it is that we want. Okay? Hands down. Hands down. Hands down, the sun is here. Ra, see? Ra. He's here. Okay? This is the masculine aspect of it, saying, yes, everything. Look at all this goodness down here. All of this color, all of this flavor, all of this goodness. That's the girl. That's the feminine. It's all here. However you want to rock it. You can see it. The elegance of the feminine. The authority of the masculine. The balance of the two. Okay? Gotta create this community. Community within is community without, huh? Okay, guys. Okay. All right. I love y'all. I do. I really do. And we're gonna keep going. So archetypes is the name of the game. We are the conduit. We are the one. Okay? You are a channel. Can we say that together? I am a channel. Now what am I channel for? Divine healing power, okay? Divine healing power. And divine healing power comes as a result of you allowing your divine masculine, as a result of you allowing your masculine and your feminine to join forces in such a way That brings peace, tranquility, joy, happiness, cornucopia, goodness. That 22 is out here, right? Major. 22 is like, yo, you get to create this thing how you want to, okay? What is it that you want and how do you want it? Because we will serve it up to you exactly that way, thank you. Okay? This is the strength that you contain. Don't be out here in these streets acting like. Otherwise, you will reap the benefits of what it is that you manifest. You act like you ain't manifesting, okay? Peace and blessings, y'all. We will see you on the next round. Again, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And remember, you got all kinds of support all around you. Angels watching over you. Oh, Richard Smallwood, y'all. Don't forget. Angels watching over me. All right, y'all. Later.